evaluating functions. What we're going to be doing is evaluation, remember, as far as algebra, it means replacing a number with, or replacing a variable with a number. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be replacing numbers. Now, functions just mean it's a little engine. That's what I call it. It's a math engine. And when you put something in, you're going to get something out. So my little math engine says, I'm going to stick numbers in here. My little input, I'm going to put some gas in the car, and then the gas is going to move. So I'm going to get it. I have to put an input, and then I'm going to get an output. Sorry about that spelling. That looks terrible. Anyway, let me give you a shot. Now, the thing is that you're like, well, what do I want to put in? You don't have to guess. They're going to give you some numbers. For instance, they say, hey, in this little math machine, for the x, I want you to put the number 1 in. That's going to be your first input into this math machine. So what I'm going to do over here to the x is the x is going to be replaced with the number 1 right now. So that would be 2 times 1. And then we're going to track, if I put a 1 in, what kind of output do I get out? Well, a 2 times a 1 is going to give me a 2. That means that that's a 2. My y is a 2. So my output would be a 2. Let's try it again. The next input is a -3. Well, if I replace x with -3, let's see what y would be. 2 times -3 is 6. In fact, it's -6. So that means my output would be -6. Let's do it again. The next input is a 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. There we go. And that's how that works. Now, this is very common for us because we work with linear algebra. So the way this looks is very common. You're going to have some x. It's usually going to be being multiplied, usually by a whole number of fractions, and then you're always maybe adding or subtracting another number after that. It's very common for the type of algebra you're working right now. Okay? So look at this. This says you're going to multiply by half. You're going to put a number in for x. You're going to multiply by half, and then you're going to add 2. And then you're going to mark that as your output. Okay? So let's see what number I put in first. The first number I'm going to put in is a 1. So in my little machine, I'm going to put a number 1 in there. Now, half times 1, or half of 1, is 0.5. And 0.5 plus 2 is 2.5. That means my y is 2.5. That's my output. So if I stick a 1 in, then I'm going to get a 2.5 out. Okay. Let's try the next input. The next input is a -3. So if I stick a -3 in here, half of -3, or half times -3, is -1.5. And -1.5 plus 2 leaves me 0.5 as an output. And that's how this works.